for many of the things we have to do today, social media is always important. We have Facebook JoyNews on TV, we have our personal handles, and usually we'll take, let me use this iPhone of mine to take.
What did you say again?
Where you're sitting, this selfie there, to be very one-sided.
Yeah,
oh, you're taking a picture of Mama B. Oh,
yeah, baby.
Lovely.
Is he?
Mama busy, yo. At the moment he is, but I don't know. He looks like he plans to change things.
Is he taking a shot of me?
He's changed it. Now it's us.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. Oh, one more.
No more.
I'm putting it on Facebook.
Good morning if you're just joining us. Well, you missed the news if you didn't catch the news, but we're here to do the newspapers. We've got some goodies for you this morning. It's Chocolate Day. It's Val's Day today, guys.
Yes, indeed.
Happy Valentine's Day.
You sound very excited. What's your... Hey.
Easy. Oh
my God. What is that supposed to be? A proposal?
Oh no, you're already married. Happy Valentine's Day. We love you too much. Put this one. We'll give it to a viewer.
Why have you taken it back?
We'll give it to a viewer in Cape Coast.
Why have you taken it back?
Oh, this sample.
A sample.
Charlie, today you should dress in lingerie. You know your husband is at home or travel. Oh, let us know. Feel free.
My husband is not on the show. Let's do the show.
Hey.
Okay, so we've got some chocolates to give away.
Yeah. Some of the things this man said yesterday. You see, you're a woman. Hey, Daddy Roro.
Yes, I.
You people just watch.
Please, edit it though. If you don't edit.
Okay, let's give them a feel of what you guys are talking about, because you haven't said anything, but you're saying something.
So yesterday we had a frank conversation.
You know, we just thought, look, Valentine's Day is coming, and it seems to have been made into a sort of a holiday that is more for the ladies, you know. So we thought, well, maybe we should give the ladies something special. We should give them a peek into the minds of men, you know. So we caught up with our friend John Dumelo. We went over to XMen for a bit of pampering. Roland got his first ever pedicure.
Yeah.
He was squirming in his seat like he was being tortured in hell. And we just had a chat.
Yeah.
It wasn't an interview. It was just a conversation between guys talking about guy stuff.
Okay.
And,
nice.
Yes. And Roland.
What did he say?
Just watch.
Because he said lingerie and stuff. He said all that.
No.
You just watch.
Okay.
We didn't talk about sex. I don't think.
Did we not?
No.
Did we not?
But we talk about things like some of the things that
we did talk about.
We talked about some of the things that we do and women also do, which is at variance to what we all tend to feel. For example, a man or a guy may come to the house one evening after work and maybe wants to have some solitude, or
like you want to be by yourself.
That kind of conversation.
But apparently that is not allowed.
And whether men cheat or not, why do they cheat?
Okay.
Like men generally, not us.
But who was talking?
And it looks like John Dumelo and I, because we are married, we don't cheat. And
let's move on. Let's move on.
Couldn't defend himself whether he cheats or not.
So we're bringing that conversation on the AM show today. Gee, I can't wait. But we've got some chocolates from the chocolate factory. It's a chocolate day today. If you're driving past, just stop by and pick up a box. Yeah, because it's chocolate day.
Yeah, just come through. Just come through. We'd love to see you. We know you watch us all the time.
So when you come, just say you're looking for Bernice Abubeido Lanza. She's the chocolate woman here today. And she will be giving out the chocolates. We're going to put up a post on Facebook
now that you've said this,
it's
only guys who are going to turn up for this chocolate, right?
Oh, okay. So Kojo Yangsing is also on standby.
No. Even men who are allergic to chocolate will come for chocolate today.
Oh,
from
please
this place.
do. We would love for you to pass through. Just use our streets today when you're on your way to work this morning. Just stop by. Even when the show is on, we'll get Bernice to deliver the chocolate.
That's
I promise.
When you get here, ask for B Dada B.
Yeah. Okay, but listen, I was just going through Facebook yesterday, and I saw this post. It was on Kwame Jan's site, and I thought that, listen, can we share? So here we go.
Your pictures. About a month ago, I like your pictures. About a month ago, I sent a DM and you ignored. Now Valentine is coming. Where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. Lonely. Your friends are getting flowers. Where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. Lonely.
Take it. Medium TV.
I sent your pictures. About a month ago, I like your pictures. About a month ago, I sent a DM and you ignored. Now Valentine is coming. Where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. Lonely. Your friends are getting flowers. Where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. Lonely.
If you're sitting at home lonely,
You know, these boys, if they were in Ghana, they would either be residents of Casford Hall or Commonwealth Hall or Katanga.
Wow,
So
but
very boyish.
The massive no book you
you should see the comments down there. Oh my god.
So basically,
yeah.
what they were trying to portray was what?
No, it was in the video. If you're spending birthday alone,
we love you
because
we
you ignored
love
somebody's whatever.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I could just say something to me
Valentine's
yesterday,
Day
but
is
it's
just one
birthday
day.
already.
Yeah.
If you did something to your guy or your woman, no, I think a guy, right? Don't expect them to apologize until after Val's Day.
Yeah, definitely.
It's in their own interests.
Yeah.
So.
It's
And
a
some good-
sound economic decision.
And some good people happen to be celebrating their birthday today. And so, Charles Bissell, you are the secretary to the Committee on Illegal Mining. And we have to say happy birthday to you. You're out of town now.
Yeah.
And also, Patrick Selom Dolly,
You
you
say
work
his
with
full name.
Ghana Onya
Charles
Wonto.
Nana Benyin Cromwell Onyawanto Bisu.
His name is always too long. I know, Nana Benyin Cromwell Onyawanto Bissell. And he's also secretary of the MPP Western Region.
He was born on Valentine.
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Valentino.
The daddy did it right.
Is he romantic? Okay,
I don't know.
there's something about the chocolate that we're giving out. It's very different from the normal chocolate on the market. It's got very different flavors that you'll like. So there's caramel flavored rich milk chocolate. There's also the ginger flavored dark chocolate, which is not common at all. There's the mint flavored strawberry, white chocolate, coffee flavored, Irish cream, all in this box. So come by and grab a box.
Is our WhatsApp thing working?
Nah.
Oh, what a pity.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask everybody. In fact, we can do it on Facebook, okay?
Yeah.
So tell us, go and comment under our live feed. Tell us what flavor of Golden Tree chocolate best describes your love life.
Hey!
And give us reasons. And
Okay,
the
can you
best
start?
one will win one of these wonderful.
Can you start?
Yes, so here, pardon?
Yours is which one?
Well, let me read out the flavors and then you can tell me which one you think.
Oh,
will
is it
match
for
mine.
me too, or is for you? Like, you know yourself
You can
better.
guess if you like. So
Okay,
there's
cool.
caramel flavor, there's ginger,
No, you're not ginger.
there's milk chocolate with cocoa nibs,
Okay.
there's mint,
Okay, you are not mint.
there's strawberry, there's Irish cream flavor,
This is nice.
there's white chocolate with cocoa nibs,
Okay.
there's something that's covered by the sticker that I can't read.
White
There's
chocolate.
milk chocolate. Let me see if I can read it on another box. Ah, here we are. Coffee flavor.
Okay.
I think I'm coffee flavor.
I'm
No.
tasting all the flavors.
I think you're caramel and strawberry.
synchronized with all that
Ooh,
you're saying.
I'm a mixture. I'm a blend of two.
You're caramel
Why
and
do you
strawberry.
think so?
I can't explain. What I can do is to let people know what's in the newspapers today. So shall we hit the newspapers
Let's
now?
do that now.
Yeah.
Ginger.
Roland, we'll ask you to go
Roland.
away. This is not for you. Let's do the Daily Graphic newspaper, front page of the graphic. Ahafo, Bono East receive legal backing. Also, let's unite against vigilantism. IGP appeals to Ghanaians. Double track system, SHS 2 student exit next academic year. Okay, so the exit next academy here, according to a Deputy Minister of Education, Dr. Yao, or say Adutwum. His picture comes with the headline on the front page of the Daily Graphic
Next
newspaper.
academic year, not this year?
So the SHS students will exit next academic year. We'll get into details of that if it sounds confusing. Back page of the Daily Graphics and Sports. Narrow win for Kotoko against Zesco United. That game was yesterday. Benedict is in Kumasi, but he's going to join and bring us up to speed with some reactions. Center spread hailed the return of CPC. Well, courtesy them, we've got these chocolates to give out today on the show. So let's see. For the first time in 53 years, CPC processed 25,089 tons of cocoa beans. Okay, so the center spread is full of the chocolate factory, stories on the chocolate factory. You can check it out in the center spread of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Really? That's it.
Okay, Ghanaian Times. Let's start from the front. And the banner headline, Gwaso Techiman get nod as capitals of Ahafo and Bono East regions, and will not allow indiscipline in financial sector again. I wonder who's saying that. The story is on page 16. Also on page 15, just before it, Parliament halts passage of RTI bill, and this is because some new amendments have been proposed, and they want to do it right, I guess. I don't know. The thing has been delayed for so long. It's almost as if I'm numb to the delays now. But I do want to see a credible bill passed. So,
absolutely.
All right. Presidential Fiscal Responsibility Advisory Council inaugurated. And on the back page of the Ghanaian Times this morning, Kotoko overcome Zesco scare. Japan grants Ghana $2.73 million to procure vehicles and gadgets for the police. Well, that's good. Good for the police anyway. And the special Valentine's Day edition of the Daily Guide with a very cute image or silhouette of Cupid on the front page. Oh, that's quite a touch. Congratulations to the publishers of the Daily Guide for getting into the spirit of things.
Mr. Romantic.
Cupid.
I feel like exiting, like leaving the show for you. Because you know, like you're full of...
Mavi wishes she had been there last night.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
No. It would have been an interesting...
I want to watch you guys. Like the raw you.
Now I'm regretting even advertising this conversation for people to come and watch. Yeah, some. All right, so banner headline on the front page of the Daily Guide this morning. No witness for Agongo in $46 million fertilizer deal. By the way, that is not necessarily anything to lead your mind in one direction or the other. It is up to the prosecution to prove his guilt, isn't it? Techiman and Gwaso win capital race. Ayawaso Commission calls for memos. Woman faces prosecution for false kidnap alarm. Morris Ampao hot over men's gold car. Really? And inflation drops to 9%. Those are the front page stories. Let's take a quick peek at the back page of the Daily Guide this morning. A few sports stories there. NYA boss cautions youth. Kotoko pass Zesco test. Bahmed salutes Kotoko. And Galka honors Dan Divan. And all of that in full detail on the back page of the Daily Guide.
All right, so let's do the Dispatch newspaper. So we have the Daily Dispatch on its front page. Will ministers be sacked to avoid an increase from 111 to 123? Why should? Anyway, gender analysis of political appointments in Ghana since 1957 is also up there. You go down. Ghana Army Court MPA support to train maritime experts. That's a good one. And then we have Bois advises fellow politicians, getting political power is not life or death. Oh, sir. And then on the back page of the Daily Dispatch newspaper, we have Goso is capital of Ahafo region, and Techima is also capital of Bono East region. Okay. We have the Statesman. The Daily Statesman has on its front page, new regions, better access for all, says President. An attached picture of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is there on the front page of the Daily Statesman newspaper. Down there, we also have MPP condemns Salaga violence, demands probe to punish corporates. We also have on the front page, NGO fights minority MPs over bloody widow attack, and renaming of whole technical university put on hold. And we know the reason why. So those are the stories we have. Front, back page, Daily Statesman, and the Daily Dispatch newspaper.
All right, let's do the Business Finder now. Front page of the Business Finder newspaper. On public finances, let's change course to ensure stability, President says. Ghana ready for VW operations, according to a Fitch report. Inflation drops to 9.0%. There's the market summary here: consumer price inflation, interest rates, Ghana Stock Exchange, currencies, commodities. You can check out details of that in the Business Finder newspaper.
Right. The Daily Heritage has these. We're fed up. Frustrated prosecutors cry over prosecuting with pocket money. They warn that more criminals will be freed. Also on the front page, fire service recruits start work without training. Really? Wasafiase chief petitions Akufo-Addo over misconduct of elders against his chieftaincy status. And land guards on rampage, the attack won at Ashalaja. Let's see, there's a fire service committee report on the 200 bags of cement saga. Apparently the report is out, and there are details on the back page, and the latest TV rankings are out, and Adutwum TV, our sister station, is in the lead. Well done to them. The Custodian, very quickly, front page, Minority Snubs Commission of Inquiry. Ken faces rebuke in Parliament. Chum and Skin's new chief. Government condemns Salaga riots, and the RTI Act starts in 2020. On the back page, some more pictures of the enskinment of the Chum chief. There we go.
All right, so we have on the last paper, the front page of the New Independent has a story: Kenny Japon in trouble as Privileges Committee tells Parliament to rebuke or suspend him. The other story gaining traction on the front page of the New Independent newspaper is angry Nkranza MPP youth defect to NDC as resident demonstrate over choice of Techima as regional capital. Okay. Oh, back page of the New Independent newspaper. Man United 0.
You know, it's a shame when Ajax and Real Madrid played yesterday. You were talking about
Paris
Tuesday's Champions League,
Paris Saint-Germain.
Wednesday's Champions League results to share.
The story is still relevant.
Whatever. We can spend the next 6 minutes talking about that.
The New Independent newspaper back page.
Yes.
Sports.
Let's look at some details.
Man United 0.
Okay, now let's share some details in some of the newspapers.
You mentioned a story earlier, didn't you, Mama?
The free SHS, yes. Story says the government has started the disbursement of $500 million, about 2.45 billion Ghana cedis, realized at the back of inflows into the Ghana Education Trust Fund for the completion of classroom blocks in senior high schools. Okay, so that's one leg of it. A Deputy Minister of Education, Dr. Yao Osei Adutwum, told the Daily Graphic in an interview that the current first-year free SHS students who were running the double-track system will enjoy single track when the 2019-2020 academic year commenced in September this year. This meant that the double-track would only be operational at the first-year level, as the students would move on to a single track when they progress to the second and third years. So essentially we have some money to complete some of the abandoned structures to make room for students to occupy them. So those, the tracks, we're going to limit the double track, which is still very much confusing, like when you're talking about it and trying to explain to just first years. Do you guys get it? Do you get it?
Yeah, we get it. I think that we've
so
had...
I guess we're on the road to scrapping the tracking system.
I have a question.
Yeah, we are. We are on the road. I mean, technically, yes.
Okay,
I have
question?
So every time the double track system has been criticized, the government has jumped to its defense, claiming that it works, there's nothing wrong with it, it's perfect, it is the solution, and it's making the free SHS work. So why are they scrapping it?
Well, why are we on the tracks?
Good question. Because we've had all these conversations. Whatever you say, they say the opposite. And we're supposed to believe them even when they contradict themselves. Okay. So first they said, we must begin free SHS no matter what. We must start it in September 2017. And anybody who says we mustn't doesn't know what they're talking about. So they started it. Then in 2018, they realized, oh, actually, this thing that we started, well, we didn't think it through. We need to double track it, otherwise it wouldn't work. So then they came along and weeks, literally 2 weeks before the opening of the term, they introduced double track. Then people said, look, this double track thing, it might cause some problems here and there. Oh, no, it's perfect, it works. The problems you are saying, they will never, there will never be any, it will work. Anybody who is, criticizing it is a professional naysayer. Now they say, we're going to scrap it for second years next year.
So having been around Cassandra for a while, I think I've been educated a bit. I don't know if that will fit into, if that convinces you. But this is my understanding. Because we didn't have enough infrastructure, that's why we had to go on the double track.
Yes.
But now that we have some money to finish some of the projects, now we can make way for some of the students to be in it. So we don't need SHS2 students to double track.
Okay.
Now, the confusion, however, even though we know that not all schools are practicing the double track, but the confusion is, so a school that's doing double track will now do only double track for first years, and the second years and the third years are not tracking. I mean, like it's just some kind of
messy,
uncertainty.
right?
Messy is the word.
I get that point.
That's just my thinking.
But you see, the point I was trying to make is that every single one of these decisions demonstrates that perhaps things are not being thought all the way through before implementation.
I guess what I wanted to say before you continue is that this was not a permanent solution. This was a temporary solution.
Even there, it supports my
problem that existed.
You remember last year when they introduced it, they said they would do it for how many years?
5
was
to
it
7 years.
Yeah, 5 to 7 years.
They said they would do it for 7 years. Now they are scrapping it from next year. So again, I'm just demonstrating. And by the way, if they are scrapping it because they're going to build infrastructure, that is a good thing. Let's commend them for that. Let's commend government for being able to lay hands on funds to provide infrastructure for schools. It is good. If free SHS is sustained and made to work well, it is good. This is not criticism for the sake of criticizing. We don't just wake up in the morning and want to find something to say negative about government. What they're doing right is right. It's good that they are building infrastructure. But I think we want to hear them also admit that, look, we didn't think things through. That admission gives us a bit of confidence that they won't do it again. But when they act like, oh, we knew what we were doing all along, when clearly they are contradicting themselves, it fills me with worry that next time they will introduce something else and then halfway through it, find that it doesn't work after they've wasted money, and then they'll come back and say, we're going to do it differently. And we're supposed to follow them. Wherever they lead, we're supposed to follow them. You understand the point I'm making?
I feel you.
Yeah. So that's, for me, that's my question. That, look, are we thinking things through?
I think that the position all of you have shared is right. And for many of us who not only experienced the interactions with the officials who were doing the education, but also went onto the schools or onto the field, had to go through processes of admitting students, you get to find that these are young children, 13 these days, 14, 15, 16 who are going into secondary school, and I feel psychologically that level of uncertainty as to how they're going to start the school, in what form and structure they are going to start it, and how it's going to end, psychologically also doesn't give them a good start and a fresh feeling. And we shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this system has been criticized by well-meaning people who
have been called professional naysayers.
Okay, so at the end of the day, it looks like government also needs to come forward and tell us, are we scrapping this only totally because we're building new infrastructure, or it's because the criticism has been more than we expected? And then also, what happens with the way the structure has been run for the students who already have been through this? They seem to be accustomed first year to a certain structure of running or going through school, and all of a sudden second year they have to go through this, and third year they have to go through this. You know, I don't know. It's just that and mind you, people too, and we personally know people who have moved their children from the normal GES second cycle grading school to maybe a British curricular system kind of school. And it's all adding to costs and all that. And that level of uncertainty, I think, it brings problems to the parents. We are parents, and so we should be worried about it.
Do we have time to talk about this woman who created a false alarm in Takrady by
we should.
Declaring that the father of her children is kidnapping them?
Okay. The first thing I thought was maybe perhaps the media's and our reportage,
fake news,
not necessarily, may have created panic in the system. So
in what way?
Well, I'm thinking
we're the only ones informing people.
How about people taking advantage of what is happening and trying to also? I mean, there are people there
the
like
media,
that.
The
people
media is
always want to take advantage of
the media are the
situations.
only ones informing people. I keep talking about how the authorities need to take control of the flow of information.
I think
you see, if you were informing the public on a regular basis that, well, we are investigating, these are the people we suspect, these are the people we are looking into, then people know that, look, you don't have to fear just anybody walking through your community or just any person. You understand? So that people start acting a bit more rationally as a mob. You know, mob action is never rational. You know, but at least if you have information, if you understand where the investigation is going, you don't panic and worry about all kinds of things. You know, and so for me, I think that again, the authorities, in their failure to inform the public, to take control of the flow of information, this is what has led to this panic. As for the media,
when we
our
go
job is to provide information. Indeed, our job is to provide information. We do it. Whatever information we provide, we provide.
We're the ones telling people about the court appearance.
We haven't.
Nobody has said anything.
We have
if
not
we don't
put
say anything,
any fake news out there. We're certainly speaking for speaking for our media house. We've not put out any false information.
I get the point.
Okay, so there's some. The CPC is in the center spread of. Essentially, they're talking about how far they've come, and how in the past, for almost 2 decades, it was just bad news. There were no cocoa beans, for instance, to process, and so we just had a beautiful factory sitting there doing nothing. And now they have a lot of support from the cocoa board, for instance, and they're doing great things. So they're sharing their success story in the center spread of the Daily Graphic newspaper. You can check it out. I guess we have just a little time to share some traffic news with you. Hopefully we can talk about Nigeria. There's a big election on Saturday.
There is. So we have to go to the Ring Road Central, and
it is way.
It's 7:04, and if you're coming through this way, so you can just use this route. It's good for you. By 7:30, you'll be in trouble, and that's the Ring Road Central. Again, please know that we're bringing this to you. Traffic.com.gh
to the main ring road to Osu to Labadi. It looks free at this time.
Exactly.
How do you say Odimtrodo in English?
I have no idea. That's why I say that.
There is a pleasant solitude about the weather.
Let's go to the Tema end of the Accra-Tema motorway, and this is where the construction is the expansion of the Tema Harbour that has this extension as part of the whole construction, and so they are constructing this roundabout and other main roads that link the harbour to some of these main roads or routes that we have. So if you're coming through the Afienya, Michelle Camp routes, make sure that you're able to go through the way, in such a way, you're able to get onto the Accra end quickly.
Okay, so the situation is pretty normal. I mean, I think every morning when we go there at this time, it's go slow. So you should be familiar with this scene. Yeah. But it's a good time.
Go slow means it's still traffic, right?
It's still traffic, yes. Yeah. It's going a bit slow. All right.
Let's have a look at Airport City, the usual airport shell location. And again, just like we spotted yesterday, the traffic is building up before the roundabout. But after it appears to still be flowing relatively smoothly. Not quickly, but at least it's moving. And yeah, it's going to get much worse in the ensuing minutes. But at the moment, it's passable.
Well, so that'll be it.
I think we've got Tetekwashi to visit.
Okay, we have to visit Tetekwashi.
Yeah, and then there's one more stretch, the Bemakam stretch. Yeah.
The Gifford Road. Yeah. So we have Tetekwashi. Thick.
Yes, Tetekwashi is looking quite thick.
For those going,
even from those going from Tema.
Yeah.
Tema
building
up,
building up at the interchange. Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm so glad I'm already at work, you know.
You have no choice.
So now, you know, if you're just setting off, make sure you have breakfast packed in the car.
Make
so
a picnic of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Valentine's picnic,
by the time you get to the office, you've already had breakfast. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shall we have a look?
My jawline?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Economists fingers banking crisis for CD4.
Yeah, who is
CD
that?
is like
who is
5
that
point. That's Dr. Lord mentioned. CD is like above 5, eh? I'm regretting changing my last dollars.
I think before we went on there.
Mosquitoes bags invade Tema community 11. Wow.
Mosquito.
A love letter to my Valentine. If you're hard on words, you don't know what to do, just read this. It will give you some ideas. Government, you can even steal the idea. Government will help accelerate development of Ahafo region, according to Akufo-Addo, our president. Parliament pussyfooting over recommendation to suspend reprimand MP.
What would be
so an economist?
Kojo Yangsing can explain that.
These are some very Valentine-friendly headlines today. Economist fingers banking crisis.
Parliament
pussyfooting.
Pussyfooting in.
Okay.
What else do we have?
In local parlance. Pussy.
What else do we have?
Pussy is cat, eh?
JoyNews uncovers, don't explain, JoyNews uncovers 200, thousand Ghana cedi rots at Tema Teaching Hospital.
Which one is it, Robin?
It stinks. There's a video. I was a betweener for my husband, Azig's wife reviews. He's got a very pretty wife.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it will be, I missed this, so I'm going to just catch up. Oh yes, Akufo-Addo settles on Goso as capital for Ahafo region, and then you can run through the rest of the stories on my jawline. US visa restrictions on Ghana will not escalate. So Foreign Affairs Minister giving some assurance there. Lots of other stories on myjawline.com. And real quick, this is a video from the BBC talking to some Nigerians about whether or not they can have a woman president. Very interesting perspectives. Here we go.
Shine.
That's not the video, but there's a video to that. Hopefully we can find it and share. But Nigerians will go into elections this weekend.
Because women are born to be in the kitchen to rule their kitchen and their family, take care of their kids, take care of their husband.
Nigeria is very tough. I don't think there is a female that is as tough to the extent to handle the present condition of this country. Because this country has really gone too far, and I believe it's only God that can send a Messiah to come and deliver us.
Nigeria is not yet ripe for a female president because of the political atmosphere prevalent now. It's too rough for a woman. She can't pull through.
The challenges the country is facing in terms of corruption and No, as far as I'm concerned, a man is in better position to handle this problem and not a woman.
Most of women, when they are on top, they feel to, let me say, they carry themselves up more than any other thing.
Africa. Yesterday when I saw this, I was like, oh no, guys, you all must see this. So
wow.
they are given reasons why Nigeria cannot have a female president. The man there, the first person who spoke,
Nigeria?
we rule the kitchen.
Hey.
So that's where we you know, yeah. So you can be a president in your kitchen.
Why is a man better suited to handle corruption than a woman?
Then the last lady says, you know, women, we are something. When we get to the top, we are somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah. And someone says,
please,
it's only God.
I rule my own kitchen.
I'm surprised.
Okay, so on that note, we want to take a breather and then we'll bring you some sports. It is not Manchester United, it's Real Madrid, it's Spurs. And for the first time, I think in the Champions League in recent times, we've had the VAR being used. Ayas scored the first goal, which I saw, and then, you know, it was overruled. So we'll bring you details in sports.
That's right.
Why I say, but please come by. The chocolate is for all of you. It's not for us. So come by and share. And then we'll put up a post on Facebook as well.
We can't wait to see you.
If you want, just let us know.
Yeah. Oh, and stay tuned for our conversation with John Dumelo. Roll on the line. Crazy tunes. Guys, selfie.
Really?
One brandy and cat.
Okay, Patrick, take us away.